Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are back with the Skypark. Now real quick, somebody had asked me a question if there was a way to silence the guy that was talking in the previous video, and the answer is yes. You open up the transponder, go to your preferences, there'll be a preferences menu up here, so let's do that. Go preferences, take the character volume, kick it on down, and hit done. Alright, I'm going to leave it up for now because it's only the second flight. Now I was experimenting with it a little bit earlier, but I didn't complete any flights. I canceled all the contracts, so this was just experimentation, but just so you guys can see it, because I promised I'd keep you guys in the loop. Messing around with 3 of them, failed them, just checking out different things. So anyway, let's go ahead and go to, this is our completed flight, and today we're going to pick a new one. So let's go back, what was it, home, contracts, and let's see here, let's see if there's anything in Arizona. Search this region. Alright, so where are we going from here? Never even heard of half of these, man. Alright, there's from Globe to Reserve Airport. There's Phoenix. Sarita. Alright, so what do we got here? What's this one? Search departures here. Going from Sarita, we can do 64 nautical miles or 119. Oh, looks like there's 3. Alright, so from Sarita into Cells is 64 nautical miles. And this one is get watch straps and bands from Sarita and take them over to Western Sky. Yeah, sure, let's do that one. 119 nautical miles, that's a quick one. Let's check that out, 300 bucks. And let's see what we got here. So let's do, see if SimBrief can pull anything up for us here. It's a pretty small flight, so I doubt there will be much to it. Oops, excuse me. But we'll try it. Alright. Overkill air transport, who cares about the flight number? And we are starting at 37AZ and going to 0AZ2. Uh-oh. Doesn't know these. Alright, so they're just little municipal airports, which makes sense. Alright, so we won't worry about SimBrief today. I know you can import a flight plan, so keep that in mind. But let's just go to plan flight. Failed, that's unfortunate. What? Oh. That was one of the ones that I quit on purpose. How do we get back? Conduit. Plan this flight. There we go. And, yeah, I think we'll just fly direct. It's only 100 miles. So I don't know why we'd have to do much more than that. So we'll just use that for today. We'll hit fly. Alright, get to Sarita. So let's jump into the flight planner here. We're still going to stick with the TBM. Good way to learn it. So 37, what was it? AZ. Sarita Coolidge. Alright, now we're going to make sure we start from the one parking spot. So I think you have to start cold and dark with this. I don't know why it loaded the weights and balances. I didn't know how to do that. Okay. You know, am I going to be able to get my plane out of here? I really hope pushback helper works, because holy crap. Where's our runway? Uh-oh, what did I do? That's the runway. Interesting. So this is not an optimized airport. Alright, so let's take it back to the plane here. And let's see if we can get our pushback to work. Cool, at least that's working. No idea who's pushing us back, but you know, we appreciate the help. This pushback helper helping us out here, thank goodness. All right, we'll take it. Let's get the system started up here. And let's go up top. See if I got everything. I know I was trying there for a second. Auto on, let's get our oxygen on. Nav light, strobe light. And let's let her rip. $13 on the RPMs, low idle. $53 on the RPMs, go to high idle or flat idle. All right. Let's get up top. All right, ignition to auto, auxiliary boost pumps to auto, fuel sync select auto, autopilot trim on, pulse light on, taxi light on. Actually, we can use the landing light, I guess. We're taking off from the same location. Okay. Bleed to auto or max diff, pitot heater on. You can leave the inertial separator on. We don't know what kind of debris out there, rocks, etc. So we'll leave that on for now. Turn it off when we get airborne. Alright, let's get our flight plan entered here. Pretty simple. Well, we can actually trigger our speed bugs too. Rotate is going to be 90 knots on the speed bug. We're going to go for 150 knots on the climb out, so we'll set that manually. Let's see here, what else was I looking for? MFD, flight plan, add origin. We are at 37AZ. Okay, adding destination, and we're going to 0AZ2. Oh, oops. Cool, got that. And we're just going to go direct, so we're going to call that done. All right. Quick flight, see how it goes. I haven't heard anyone talking to us yet, so maybe that's something that only happens in the first one. And let's bring our flight plan back up. Really don't need much. We can see us direct down there. Yep, we know the inertial separator's on. We'll turn it off after takeoff. Let's see if we can get the meter information, or METAR, excuse me. I always say it wrong, or METAR, excuse me. Let's see here. What was this again? 37AZ. Whatever it even comes up. Sarita Airport, air nav. Alright, let's see what we got. Elevation, yep, we know that. What's the altimeter? Tells me zip code. Got a VOR. It's the weather I want, you jerk. Oh, there it is. 3025 on the altimeter. Alright, so we got our altimeter setting in there. Kick that off. Flight plan set. Aircraft is set. That's set. That's set. Alright. Let's set flaps to takeoff. And we're going to go ahead, so you're at 100 miles. Let's go ahead and just set our altitude to about 7,000 feet today. I'm not going to go very high. 100 miles ain't nothing. We'll be up and down before we know. Well, we'll go to 10,000. Alright, and then we're going to use our flight controls and set our climb out speed. Let's do about 150 knots for climb out. 150 knots, alright, so we got a speed bug in. Yaw damper, get that on. Nav mode, get that on. Active nav, let's make it the FMS. There we go. Tap that heading bug, get it lined up with the runway. And I think we are good to go, folks, so let's get rolling. Alright, so I'm going to release that parking brake there. What are you yelling at me for? Oh, what? Oh, I just turned it on. Duh. I was like, what? Alright, so let's get out of here. Alright, we're going to go darn near full power. Ooh. Oof. Not a lot of runway. Not a lot of runway. This is not meant for a TBM. Ooh, positive rate, gear up. $115 knots, flaps up. Alright. Let's go ahead and start a nice gentle left-hand turn here. And because we set our speed on the flight directors, or in the flight computer, the flight directors are going to try to keep us at the right pitch angle to maintain about 150 knots, but it's a little bumpy out here today. Oh, yep, sorry, pull some power off there. I think I bumped it forward when I moved my chair. One of the viewers called this plane the civilian fighter, man. He ain't lying. Alright, that's close enough. Let's go ahead and let the autopilot take it from here. Give us a nice good climb out. All right. All right. So not going to be a whole lot much more to this one. Tomorrow we'll do a much longer flight. I didn't set the altimeter here. Oops. Honestly, don't know that I remember. Oh, barrel right here. Shame on me. Picked the right time to do that, didn't I? Look at that. Looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, tomorrow we'll do a longer flight. We'll pick something, you know, maybe 400 to 500 miles. Something that requires a sim brief flight plan. I was playing around with it earlier. Didn't do any flights. Wanted to keep you guys involved with all those, but tried entering a few flight plans. Now, couple things I'll tell you. One that I've discovered: make sure that you always start cold and dark. Start in a parking spot. I tried one where I started on hot start on the runway, and it wouldn't load the cargo. Okay. Once you get onto your parking spot, watch for that load button to pop up, so you load your cargo before you leave, or you load your passengers, etc. And then fly if you're ready to fly. But if you have to cancel one, it marks you for that. It keeps track of that. So if we go back to my home plate here, and what was it, conduit? Yep, we got failed. These are the three that I tried messing around with. This one I created a flight plan for, so I know it works, and I was able to import it. When I do plan flight, there's that option. You just have to make sure you select FS 2020 on the sim brief download when you download your flight plan. But it worked. It was cool. I haven't heard that guy Jeff that one of the viewers was complaining about. I'm sorry that you didn't enjoy that. I thought it was pretty funny. I liked it. But I see what you're getting at. And then the other thing is, someone mentioned, you know, comparing it to GTA. You don't have to do anything illicit. You know, if you want to just fly things like this, you know, that are on the up and up, you know, by all means. I just found it interesting when I first read that, you know, that, wow, you know, you got to give them credit to put that kind of thing into a simulator using real life simulation, especially. I'm going to get pilot to ATC up and running, so we will start using air traffic control on all the flights. So, you know, you're going to figure that into the mix and things like that. So, I mean, it depends on what your immersion level is and how far you go, right? You know, if you let your mind take it to the next level, you know, you could have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, guys, so we're up at our cruise here, and we're going to be here for a few minutes yet. 10,000 feet. I'm not going to start descending until, you know, we're about 20 miles out, maybe 30 miles, give or take. But I'll come back to you once we get a little closer. All right, I'll see you guys in a few. Alright guys, so we're inside 50 miles now. Be starting our descent here shortly. So far, I think what I'm liking the most about this app is, again, I can't stress enough, gives you purpose to fly. I never would have flown out of that little airport out there. I didn't even know it existed, much less flying to the one that we're going to. I'm imagining the landing is going to be just as interesting as the takeoff. So it's going to put you into some challenging situations. Now, obviously, you know, a prop plane would have been better than a turboprop. You know, I think we would have done a lot better in a Cessna on this than where we're at now. But you know, we work with the choices that we make. Definitely glad we didn't pick something like a CJ4. But anyway, so we'll see what happens when we land. This will be the first completed flight since the introductory flight. And so we'll sort of have to see how it goes. And like I said, tomorrow night I'm going to pick a longer one where we actually have to plan out our flight route. We're going to enter in a detailed flight plan into the FMC, and then also match it up in here on the Skypad. So I think it'll be fun. I really do. I think it's going to be a good time. So let's go ahead and just start working on the descent here. It's our distance here, about 40 miles. We can start a light descent. So let's first adjust our altitude. Let's take it down to about 2,000 here. Alright, and we're going to do flight controls. Oh, that's not what I wanted, sorry. Not flight control, speed. Let's start setting our descent. Let's just do like, sure, 750. Let's pull the power off. Let me try to get the MEDAR information for our arrival, and that is 0A Z2 MEDAR, Western Sky Air Park. Let's see what we got. And where's our altimeter? 3028. Okay. The scenery of Microsoft Flight Simulator never gets old. It really doesn't. Even in what is clearly an unoptimized area, obviously, I dig it. Gosh, sorry guys. I don't mean this cough keeps sneaking up on me. Not sure what's happening there. I don't think there's a through tunnel there, but unless that's water. Maybe? Oops. Wrong button. And I hit it again. What is that? Oh, it's a spot on the window. Let's add some power back on. So 25 miles out. I don't see anything yet. I guess, like I said, so that's the neat part to me is, like, this is a perfect example. Like, I know I already said it once, but I never would have flown out here. Like, never. I never even would have thought to go out here. And so flying out to, like, these little, Bob's Airport Hair Care Tire Center facilities, I have to admit, it's kind of fun. But I'm looking for an airport, which I feel like should be visible by now. Guess we're 21 miles. What's our altitude? 6,000. Oops. Must be out over here. "15 miles will increase our descent again." I wonder if that's it right there. Can't really tell yet. Let's see if our app tells us. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's going to come out over here. So I'll tell you what, let's start adjusting our flight heading. Oh, here, give it a push. And let's go ahead and increase that descent again. Let's pull that power off again. $15 miles, about 3,000 feet high, or 2,000, well, no, 3,000 feet high. And I still don't see it though. Unless, no. Not have visual contact with this runway. Move this off my screen for a minute. Yeah, you don't like those mountains, do you, girl? Can't blame you. Kind of wish I had used my head tracker for this one. Make it a little bit easier to see everything. Because we're 5 miles inbound. I'm guessing where this little town is, but I just don't have a visual on the runway. Oh my. I think that little dirt path is it right there. It sure as heck is. That's our runway right there. Oh my mercy. Okay, well, that's special. Or is that it? That's it right there. Let's come around and take a peek at this for a minute. Okay. Alright, we can do that. I think we can make that, guys. Alright, so we'll come back around. Alright, so we're going to come down to landing speed. Get that gear down. Flaps to full. There's our threshold right there. Alright, let's start. Assuming I have any clue what I'm doing, should come around the other side, just about facing it. Close enough. A little off.
500.
It's gonna be interesting, guys. Tiny runway, tiny runway, tiny runway. Oh my god, I'm floating too hard. Floating, 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 floating. Whew. Thank God for that reverse prop. Wow, okay. Come on, baby, turn. Holy heck. Straps and watch bands my butt. Should have been an illicit delivery. Alright, well, we'll need fuel when we're done here. What the hell? Alright. Alright, let's lock her down. And then we come over here and hit deliver. Okay, so let's see here. Almost to level 2. Alright, so that flight has been completed. That was terrifying. If the wheels had not touched when they did, I was about to go full power and we were going to go around and try again. Thank God for that reverse prop. That was ballsy. Probably more than what I should have done. Honestly, I should probably take the engines out first, huh? Alright, feather the engines twice. There she goes. Oxygen off. Auxiliary boost pumps are off. Ignition is off. Oh, didn't turn my lights on. Oh well. Those lights off. What are you complaining about? Knock it off. Alright, turn the pitot heaters off. Initial separators off. Bleeds off. And I think... I think we're good. Put crash bar down, and we're done. Oh, hey, added that to the logbook. That's interesting. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and just hit continue. See how our girl looks here. Alright, well, so we completed a flight without any assistance from the machine or from the trainer guy. No one spoke to me on this one, so I hope that's something you guys enjoyed. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Again, tomorrow we'll do this again. We're going to pick a much longer flight. We're going to pick something that's got a lot of waypoints in it, where we actually have to navigate, where we need to enter in the waypoints into the Skypad as well as the FMC. So tomorrow will be a much more detailed flight. I just wanted to see how a nice little short one would go without, you know, that introductory stuff. All right, so I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day, guys.